Resident Evil Extinction. I think they called it that because they've exterminated any chance of this feeling like Resident Evil. Sorry.
Anyway, recall how Jill was one of the ones who came and saved Alice at the end of the last movie? Like she was maybe getting ready to actually do something in the next one?
Well, no, the actress who played Jill decided being Alice's cheerleader wasn't worth coming back for, so they got a different character to do that this time.
So we start off... Oh, whoops. I think I put in Resident Evil 1 by mistake. Wait, what the... Of course, Umbrella's making Alice clones because of her being able to bond with the T-virus, and the best way to test them is to have them wake up naked in the shower in a recreation of the house from the first movie and then dress the same.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. I don't know why you wouldn't test clones like that. You know, I don't even know how they know she woke up like that. I mean, I guess they could have had cameras throughout the house, so they didn't know what happened down in the hive, but they certainly knew what happened in Alice's shower.
So after that, looks like I put in the wrong movie again. Think I put in Mad Max this time. Oh, wait, no. Alice has a BS explanation for what's going on here.
The T-virus had consumed the United States. Within months, the world. The virus didn't just wipe out human life. Lakes and rivers dried up, forests became deserts, and whole continents were reduced to nothing more than barren wastelands. Slowly but surely, the earth began to wither and die.
Seriously, the T-virus has spread all over the world and is drying up lakes. Why would it dry up lakes? That doesn't make any sense. Infect them, yeah. Dry them up?
So it killed off most plant life, except ones you'd find in a desert. Anyway, the real Alice goes to help these people at this building. I thought she was under Umbrella's control, but whatever.
Please help my baby. You bitch. You dropped my baby. We're surrounded. We need help.
So these are actually terrible people who lured her here to, So, here's a question. How long did it take for society to devolve to this state? This is kind of the problem of just going, hey, let's make the next movie a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Alright, how did we get there? T-virus did it! The weirdos have a little Thunderdome set up in the back of their place where they can release Cerebrus dogs. Don't know where or how they got a hold of those, but sure, and this is a really scary moment until Alice remembers she's pretty much a god at this point in the series and is well beyond Thunderdome, so gives them a little Super Alice, easily killing them and the post-apocalyptic hillbillies.
And that whole thing had nothing to do with anything. Glad it was in the movie.
Hey, Carlos, this is Claire. You got any smokes?
That's right, our replacement for Jill in this movie is Claire Redfield. This is another in-name only character because she could be called Sally Jones for about as much as she relates to the Claire of the games. But with her being named Claire, you get to say, hey, I recognize that name. Cute reference.
LJ?
Oh, thank fuck LJ came back. I was worried we wouldn't have to deal with that idiot character again.
Chairman Wesker.
Wesker! Well, he's a bit more accurate than Claire. He's wearing sunglasses. I'm Wesker now.
In this movie, he's the head of Umbrella, and all he does is appear as a hologram for meetings.
That's an amazing waste of the character of Wesker.
Don't you think?
Bravo, movie. Bravo.
Back to Claire's convoy, looking for survivors. And does it bother anyone else that the T-virus was able to infect and destroy the Earth, yet these idiots are still alive and able to wander around without gas masks? Wow, they took LJ's stupidity to a new level in this one. I never knew you could mistake a mirror for real life. Must have been an HD mirror.
What happened? You two okay?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you're not okay. LJ is going to turn into a zombie, and I don't think he's a vegetarian.
Somebody need my help?
It's nothing. But if you insist.
I've just been infected with the T-virus. It's no biggie. Even a zombie could tell the shitty jokes I make.
But you've always been gentle with me, Betty.
Oh, he's horny for a girl. Oh, he'll be a well-behaved zombie then. I see why they aren't worrying about it.
Oh, God.
Oh, and look, Umbrella's actually trying to make friendly zombies.
Unbelievable.
But apparently they forgot to lock the cuffs or something, and he breaks loose, and Dr. Isaacs locks the other guy in. It must be reasons like this why the only scientists Umbrella has left haven't figured out they should restrain the zombies. Anyway, Claire talks to Johnny Cage about their fuel situation, and he's got a new plan.
Claire, if we can run these trucks on rust, we're looking pretty good.
Oh, Cage, you are a riot. If only these dire straits could have been avoided by, I don't know, not aimlessly driving around the desert. And I know, supposedly most of the planet is a desert at this point, but if the Earth is drying up, maybe the best place to go wasn't south, to Nevada, and to a part that was already a desert. And Alice finds out that Alaska might be a safe spot. Not any of the rest of the northern region, of course, just Alaska because, well, that's a state, so it's the only place that exists up there.
So we haven't seen Alice naked for a bit. What's up with that?
Activate number 87.
Ah, there we are.
There's also another little girl hologram. Umbrella in general must just have an odd fascination with those. I also find it amazing the progress they've made in hologram technology while the world was going through a zombie apocalypse. Umbrella knew where their priorities lied. Oh look, the crows! This is as close as this movie gets to being Resident Evil whatsoever! Unfortunately for these guys, the driver of this bus has had a long time grief with poles and drives the bus right into one. There was no way he could avoid that. Came out of nowhere. So yeah, that ends up getting a lot of people killed, including LJ's girlfriend. Carlos is about to feel the burn when...
Did you forget? Alice has mind powers now.
What's your name? Kmart.
Because it's never a bad time for advertising.
Kmart, we've got it, and we've got it good.
That's where they found me.
So she just goes with that. Wow.
Guess it could have been worse. I mean, I guess they could have found her in a bathroom.
Anyone want to say something?
More rewards, more savings, more money back. Zellers with the lowest prices the law every day.
Aw, don't you feel bad for LJ, the one hiding the fact he's infected and endangering everyone on the whole convoy? Yeah, real sad.
Why did you leave after Detroit?
They were tracking me.
And good thing they aren't anymore.
What time is it? Carlos, it is 12:14.
Dr. Umbrella tells Wesker they think they've found Alice. He's somehow not sure, despite that clearly being her face. Guess that's the problem when you have a bunch of pointless clones running an equally pointless rat maze. You end up losing a few and then not knowing when you found the real one. Which really is the only way I can see him being confused here, so Wesker tells him to be sure before wasting any more more money because we wouldn't want to do anything that adversely affect Umbrella's stock prices. I mean, after global disasters.
Doctor, that's an order.
Don't you think?
There's a chance there are survivors in Alaska.
Yes.
There is a chance that the infection hasn't reached that far.
Yes.
But we don't know for sure. So we have a choice.
What's the big choice here? Wander aimlessly or go somewhere that's possibly not infected?
We stay as we are.
Yes.
Or we try for Alaska.
Yes.
I hope you're right.
Because if you're not, you just ruined Sandwich Night.
To Jill Sandwich.
And we see Dr. Birkin wannabe likes to play with voice clips from Resident Evil characters.
Release of vehicles and personnel under command of Dr. Isaacs. That's an order.
What a loser.
Resident Hazard.
So they get to Vegas, and it's a desert, and they are all surprised.
I thought most of the world was this way now. Why is it suddenly surprising?
I guess in the desert world of Resident Evil Extinction, the most shocking place to be a desert is a place that was already in a desert.
We're gonna have to move it.
Chase, I need a lookout. Up there.
On the Eiffel Tower with a high-powered rifle. Yeah, a few years ago, that would cause a stir.
Well, let the good times roll.
Anyway, inside this box crate are zombies, and wow, there are a lot of them. A lot more than there should have been. Look, when they opened it, they couldn't even see them in there first. If there's anything close to this amount, they would have been packed right to the damn door.
I've got a shotgun.
Alice does some more Alice foo, but why she just didn't mine destroy or throw the box crate, I don't know. Or is it too convenient for her powers to work all the time? Oh, and here's the real payoff for the end of the second movie. They are able to
shut her down.
And we all know that everyone besides Alice in these movies are a bunch of incompetents, so dead. And somehow Johnny Cage couldn't even snipe the zombies towards his tower. Well, of course not. He's no Alice, so... And guess what? It's time for LJ's actual funniest moment!
LJ.
So they've been building up LJ's zombie turn almost the whole movie for that? I mean, yeah, he did bite Carlos, but it's during a zombie attack anyway. Any of them could have done that. At least LJ's dead, though.
Wouldn't you know it, mind-controlling satellites are no match for Alice either, and she finds the umbrella holes.
You son of a...
Back to base! The antivirus! Give me the antivirus!
Why didn't you shoot?
We're not driving to Alaska. I want that helicopter intact.
How much of this have you used?
I needed it.
You have no idea what this will do to you.
I have an idea.
Just die.
Okay, he works for Umbrella, has survived to this point, and hasn't yet realized that you need to destroy the brain of a T-virus infected person. Wow, surprise! Plus he can now tentacle rape.
They have the antivirus in there. Just hold on.
It's too late and you know it.
What? He went through the second movie infected way longer than this. Not to mention LJ in this one. Oh, who cares? Carlos at least makes his death useful and blows up a bunch of zombies. Again, why Alice just couldn't psychic throw and blow the tanker up at them, I don't know. Alice sends Claire, Kmart, and crew off in the helicopter to Alaska, as even she knows that all anyone else in these movies can do is suck and be terrible adaptations from the game or die. Alice finds the lab in ruins, except of course the hologram is in perfect running order in spite of this.
Dr. Isaacs returned in an infected state. He was bitten by a creature that had been treated with a newly developed serum. A serum derived from your blood.
Wait, so all those zombies will infect people like this? Everyone bitten back of the Vegas fight will turn into tyrants.
You just got caged.
You mean my blood is the cure for all this?
Correct.
Apparently it was all the antivirus he took that made him a tyrant, because that makes sense.
Anyway, Alice finds herself naked because we haven't seen it for a while now. And naked Alice supposedly dies. Whoop-de-doo.
You can't kill me. You can't kill me.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. There is no work on him. There should be no reason for him to be retaining anything of himself as a tyrant. Alice uses Psybeam, but Dr. Tyrant counters with Sindel's Scream attack, throwing Alice into... Oh no!
I am the future.
Chris? Stop it.
You're pitiful.
And we're both gonna die down here.
You're all going to die down here.
What? If Alice can't beat him, no one can. Who could possibly save Alice? Oh, Alice clone can, of course.
Yeah, you're the future, alright.
And there you have it. The worst part of the first movie comes back to save Alice in this one. Oh, he's her sandwich.
How the hell does that clone even know what's going on or who that was? Back at corporate, Wesker's shareholder meeting gets rudely interrupted.
Wesker, you're pitiful.
I'm gonna be bringing a few of my friends.
Oh, she's gonna get Jill, Claire, and... Never mind, she's getting the only person who can do anything in these movies!
These movies just kept on a terrible downhill slope. I mean, the first one, okay, it wasn't the best, but it didn't ruin any of the established story. That was saved for the second one.
Completely destroying Jill and any hope anything from the games were happening alongside the movie's story, and while the second movie was absolutely terrible, at least gave a Resident Evil 3 feel to it.
But then we have Extinction, which just rips any feeling of this being connected to the Resident Evil universe out, and a little BS explanation at the beginning does not make this a logical path for these movies to have taken.
There is nothing Resident Evil about this movie besides some names being thrown around, some crows, and sunglasses being on a guy.
And now I'm gonna get this movie out of my system before the T-virus magically becomes a computer virus as well. Why won't you come out?
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
I probably should have seen that one coming.
Hey, that doesn't look like my point.
What is that? Your family?
Oh, just someone very important to me.
Chris, Jill. I can't believe they're gone.
Don't worry about that. I'm sure they must still be alive.
What? You had them locked up in that house and it just exploded.
Well, they could have escaped. I mean, I only locked the place up with those MO discs, and I scattered them all over the house and lab. They just have to go collect them all up and put them into randomly scattered input devices around the place.
But you made them watch the Resident Evil movie trilogy in their cells.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're probably dead.
Why is the world post-apocalyptic now? I mean, yeah, this movie came after Resident Evil Apocalypse. Well, I guess they got me there.